In June 2009, the world stopped to watch the unexpected tragedy, the death of Michael Jackson, the king of pop. But was everything as it seemed? Could this story hide secrets that were never revealed? And what would Puff Daddy, such an influential figure in the music world, have to do with it? On an afternoon that seemed like any other, on June 25th, 2009, the world was shaken by an unexpected and devastating news. Michael Jackson, the incomparable king of pop, had died at the age of 50. The shock was immediate and global. News broadcasts interrupted their programs, radios played his songs in tribute, and millions of fans of all ages and nationalities joined in an unprecedented collective mourning. But how could someone so vibrant, so influential, and so loved leave so suddenly? To understand the impact of this monumental loss, we need to embark on a journey through the extraordinary life of Michael Joseph Jackson, from his humble beginnings to the pinnacle of world fame, exploring the challenges he faced and the indelible legacy he left. Michael was born on August 29, 1958, in Gary, Indiana, an industrial city marked by economic hardships. The son of Joseph and Catherine Jackson, he was the seventh of 9 children in a family where music was an integral part of everyday life. His father, noticing the musical talent of his children, formed the group the Jackson Brothers, which soon became the Jackson 5. From an early age, Michael showed exceptional aptitude for singing and dancing, taking on the role of lead vocalist at 5 years old. The combination of Michael's powerful voice, his captivating stage presence, and the synchronized harmonies of his brothers quickly caught attention. In 1968, they signed with the legendary Motown Records. Songs like I Want You Back, ABC, and I'll Be There not only topped the charts, but also established young Michael as a musical prodigy. As Michael grew, he also evolved artistically. In 1979, he released his first major solo album, Off the Wall, which blended pop, funk, and disco in an innovative way. With hits like Don't Stop Till You Get Enough and Rock With You, the album sold millions of copies and showed the world that Michael Jackson was more than a child star. He was a singular creative force. Then, in 1982, came Thriller. More than an album, Thriller was a cultural phenomenon that redefined the boundaries of pop music. Produced by Quincy Jones, the album explored diverse themes and incorporated elements of rock, R&B, and funk. The Thriller music video, with its 14 minutes, was not just a music video, but a short film that revolutionized the industry. Elaborate choreography, special effects, and an engaging narrative transformed the perception of what a music video could be. But the massive success brought with it a new reality. Michael became one of the most famous people on the planet, and with fame came a level of scrutiny and pressure that few could imagine. His personal life became a constant tabloid subject, and every aspect of his appearance and behavior was meticulously analyzed. Throughout the 80s and 90s, Michael continued to produce innovative music. Albums like Bad, Dangerous, and History yielded hits such as Smooth Criminal, Black or White, and Earth Song. His world tours broke audience records, and he used his platform to address social, environmental, and humanitarian issues. However, behind the stage glitz, Michael faced deep personal battles. He suffered from vitiligo, a condition that causes skin pigmentation loss, which led to significant changes in his appearance. Additionally, he sustained injuries during filming and performances, which resulted in chronic pain. These health issues contributed to an increasing use of prescription drugs. In 1993, and again in 2005, Michael faced serious accusations that shook his personal and professional life. Though acquitted in both cases, the emotional stress and impact on his public image were immense. Close friends reported that these experiences left him deeply hurt and distrustful, increasing his isolation. Fast forward to 2009, after years away from the spotlight, Michael announced the This Is It tour, which would mark his triumphant return to the stage. With 50 shows scheduled at the O2 Arena in London, the expectation was enormous. Tickets sold out in record time, and fans around the world eagerly awaited. During rehearsals, Michael demonstrated the same passion and dedication that always characterized him, despite concerns about his health. And then, the tragedy. On June 25, 2009, Michael was found unconscious in his home in Holmby Hills, Los Angeles. His personal physician, Dr. Conrad Murray, tried to revive him without success. The news of his death spread rapidly, and the world went into mourning. Crowds gathered at iconic locations such as the Apollo Theatre in New York and Buckingham Palace in London to pay spontaneous tributes. The subsequent investigation revealed that Michael died due to acute intoxication from propofol and benzodiazepines. Propofol is a powerful anesthetic, typically used in hospital settings under strict supervision. The administration of this medication in a home environment raised serious questions about Dr. Murray's conduct, who was later convicted of involuntary manslaughter. Michael Jackson's death raised important discussions about the medicalization of artists, the pressure of the entertainment industry, and the responsibility of those surrounding public figures. As an artist under intense pressure to perform, Michael relied on health professionals to help him deal with pain and insomnia. The tragedy highlighted flaws in the system that was supposed to protect him. While the world processed the loss, theories and speculations about the circumstances of his death also began to emerge. Some questioned whether there was more behind the facts presented. However, it is crucial to remember that many of these theories are not based on concrete evidence and may disrespect Michael's memory and his family's pain. Still, for many, the circumstances of his death didn't quite add up. The Los Angeles police soon started an investigation, revealing that Jackson had died due to an overdose of propofol, an anesthetic that should never have been used outside a controlled environment like a hospital. This fact raised serious questions about the conduct of Michael's personal doctor, Conrad Murray, who admitted to administering the substance to help him sleep. Controversies arose immediately. How could an experienced doctor allow something so dangerous to happen? Or could it be possible that he had been instructed to do so? With Michael's death, conspiracy theories emerged like a storm. He was in debt, and the This Is It tour represented his last chance to regain financial stability. Some say that Michael was more valuable dead than alive. And here, Puff Daddy, one of the most powerful men in the industry, emerges as a figure shrouded in speculation. With the announcement of his This Is It tour, Michael hoped to pay off his debts and reclaim his position in the music scene. However, some theories suggest that people connected to the industry could profit more from his death. Puff Daddy, a central figure in music and behind-the-scenes entertainment, began appearing in theories that connected his name to Michael's tragic death. The rumors were, could there be a link between the high financial value of Michael's work and the benefit some individuals might see in having him off the stage? The theory connecting Puff Daddy to this complex plot gained traction in 2024, centered on Farah Muhammad, Michael's head of security during the last days of his life. Curiously, Farah also worked with Diddy and was one of the last people to see Michael alive. He arrived at Michael's house shortly before noon, but left the residence to handle a personal matter, returning when the singer was already unconscious. Farah Muhammad was young, with no specific security background, yet he was in charge of protecting one of the world's biggest stars. How could someone with little experience hold this position? Some rumors indicated that he was strategically placed to monitor Michael at the behest of third parties. This would fit the idea that he was a fixer for Puff Daddy, handling delicate situations and perhaps protecting important secrets. Others pointed to the proximity between Farah and law enforcement, suggesting that he had the power to interfere with investigations. This supposed secret group of protection within the industry would be responsible for solving problems on behalf of its members, controlling narratives, and protecting their own interests. This alleged protection group would be composed of influential and well-positioned individuals, capable of manipulating situations and narratives. This network of contacts and favors would have the power to influence the music industry in a way that controls scandals and protects the most important members, such as Puff Daddy. Rumors indicate that evidence may have been intentionally removed to maintain secrecy. In an investigation involving Diddy, compromising tapes were allegedly confiscated. These recordings, it is speculated, could contain material for blackmailing important figures, and their removal may have been a strategy to protect powerful individuals. The elimination of these tapes raises doubts about what they really contained. Could they have been recordings capable of compromising Puff Daddy or other influential personalities in music? According to rumors, the content would reveal explosive secrets about the personal and professional lives of celebrities, threatening careers and reputations. The quick removal of this evidence suggests that someone with significant influence wanted to prevent their disclosure. The theory relating these tapes to a blackmail network only reinforces the idea of a secret group operating within the industry, controlling prominent figures and ensuring that certain secrets never come to light. And Puff Daddy, being one of the biggest influences in the hip-hop and entertainment scene, would have the means and connections to protect his own interests and those around him. Even more intriguing is the alleged connection of Farrah Muhammad to the death of Notorious B.I.G., one of the greatest artists under Diddy's label, who also died tragically and mysteriously. Biggie Smalls, known as Notorious B.I.G., was murdered in 1997, and the investigation into his death remains unsolved to this day. Some rumors suggest that Farrah had family ties or close proximity to Amir Muhammad, one of the main suspects involved in Biggie's assassination. This complex connection links the deaths of two of music's biggest figures to a universe of intrigue, secrets, and theories. Notorious B.I.G.'s death turned Puff Daddy into a central figure in the music industry, elevating him to a position of prominence that made him one of the most powerful men in hip-hop. Some suggest that Biggie's death benefited him in ways that only increased his dominance over the industry, and similar theories now suggest that he might have an indirect connection to Michael Jackson's death, moving behind the scenes to ensure that certain secrets are kept away from the public eye. On September 16th, 2024, rapper and producer Puff Daddy was arrested on serious charges: sex trafficking, extortion, and conspiracy. The news shocked the world, but for some, it revealed something even darker. It brought to light a well-known theory in Hollywood that connects Diddy, Michael Jackson, and the powerful businessman Tommy Mottola. According to this theory, Diddy participated in a conspiracy to silence Michael Jackson, making it appear that his death was caused by an overdose. It all revolves around the complex relationship between Mariah Carey and Tommy Mottola. Mariah, then Tommy's wife, was in a tense and troubled relationship. Tommy, in addition to being her husband, was the head of Sony Music, Michael Jackson's label, and had a strong friendship with Diddy, with whom he also did business. Mariah, on the other hand, was close to Michael Jackson, and according to rumors, shared personal and professional confidences with him. In 2002, Michael Jackson publicly accused Sony and Tommy Mottola of conspiring against him, calling the businessman a devil. Shortly after this accusation, Michael Jackson's life took a devastating turn. He became the target of sexual abuse allegations that gained widespread coverage. Years later, the alleged victims admitted to being paid to accuse him. The theory suggests that these accusations were part of a plan to destroy Michael's career and keep him under control. But, according to rumors, Michael was aware that he was being pursued. In an audio he allegedly left before he died, he speaks of a threat to his life and says they would try to cover up his murder with an overdose scenario. For those who adhere to this theory, The connection between Diddy, Mottola, and Sony Music suggests that there was much more at stake than fame and fortune. The theory points to a network of interests and rivalries in the music industry, where powerful figures could allegedly do anything to protect themselves. As we reflect on the life and death of Michael Jackson, we are reminded of the complexity of the human experience. He was a brilliant artist who faced profound challenges, a man whose life was lived under public scrutiny with all the pressures that entailed. His story invites us to consider how we treat our cultural icons and each other. Michael Jackson may have been gone for over a decade, but his influence remains as strong as ever. His art continues to inspire us, his message continues to resonate, and his spirit lives on in every note, in every dance move, and in every act of kindness inspired by his words. In a world facing growing challenges, Michael's messages of love, unity, and hope are a powerful reminder of what we can achieve together. As he sang in Man in the Mirror, if you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make a change. If you like this video, share it with friends and family, comment below, and don't forget to leave your like. Thank you for joining us in this sincere tribute to the King of Pop. Until next time, and remember, music has the power to unite us, to heal, and to transform. Let's keep that spirit alive, today and always.